America, what's happening? Amazing Grace Sports Network. I am going to fire the DJ. My name is Erick James. That is.
Hey,
I'm Clay Morris.
Hey, you know me, I'm Magic Man. I want to go on the record and say there's trademark issues. We can't just be screaming out "Good morning, America." So we just say, "What's up, America?"
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Good afternoon, America.
Good afternoon.
Hey,
hello.
Good afternoon, America.
Hello.
Yeah.
That's
So
what we got. Well,
Here
we
go.
have last week, ladies and gentlemen. Last week, what we did last week. What we did and what we didn't do, what we should have done. But as far as the NFL goes, how we picked them. Who got it right, who got it wrong, and why? Anybody care to say anything before we start in?
Well, the why is who got luckier.
Lucky.
There was no logic behind some of these losses.
Here we go. He thinks he's at the
dice.
crap tables again, rolling dice.
Roll the dice.
No. This wasn't luck, baby. This wasn't luck. This is all, acumen. You got to bring your acumen, what you know, what you do know, all the way from the Indianapolis Colts when they were the Baltimore Colts, before the Baltimore Ravens, when it was the Boston Patriots, before it was the New England Patriots. You got to bring all that in.
You try.
Now, as I was saying,
this guy's funny.
Yeah.
This guy's a comedian.
You're darn right.
Look here. Some teams that lost shouldn't have lost. That was like
here we go. Now we're gonna just get into
the They just not playing, man.
Where's that violin? Let me play it. Let me play that violin for you.
All right, let's go. Who got the first game? You got the first game, Clay? Go ahead.
Okay, the first game of the week last week was the Los Angeles Chargers visiting the Las Vegas Raiders. Los Angeles Chargers versus the Las Vegas Raiders.
For now on, the Los Angeles Chargers are the Lost Chargers. But go ahead.
And here we go. How do we pick them? Let's see. The Los Angeles Chargers traveling a whole hour away to Las Vegas to take on the Raiders. And I am taking the Raiders.
What?
I'm taking the Raiders.
Hey, nothing seems crazy. So who
Chargers and the Raiders. Chargers and the Raiders.
Chargers and the Raiders.
Eeny, meeny, miny Raiders.
Raiders?
Going with the Raiders. Let's go.
This is your chance to be on the limb, Eric. This is your chance to take first place all by yourself.
All good. I'm going to be with the Chargers.
Hey, yes. And right then and there, he went from going from first place, being in first place, to being in last place all by himself. Because me and Marlon took the lead. Me and the Magic Man took the lead 1-0. Because what was the final score of that game, ladies and gentlemen?
63-21.
They put the smack down.
63-21.
And so, listen, here's what my issue is with sports across the board right now. That just means there's a whole lot of mediocrity that's squeaking through the doors, because there's absolutely no way a team should get – no one in the NFL in today's world should hang 70 points on someone.
I don't know. I think there might be some mediocrity in game picking.
Well, no. I'm talking about earlier in the year when Miami beat the Denver Broncos 70 points. I mean, that's inexcusable, and you need to give all the people who paid their money back, because that's
Wait, but not for the team that won.
Okay, yeah, they deserve to keep their checks. The team who lost, 70-0. That's insane.
This ain't Pop Warner where they're going to say, all right, guys, we're not going to score anymore because we want everyone.
No one's letting off the gas.
Nobody's going to let off the gas. So if you ain't got no heart to play, or at least maintain and stay in the game, go back to the locker room, man. Pull some guys out of the doggone.
Get out.
Hands, man.
Absolutely.
That's right.
They should have fired the coach during the game. They did him. They did him. They gave him a favor letting them finish.
But they didn't fire him. But it's a good thing they didn't fire him. That was Sean Payton. And he later led Denver Bronco back to 6 or 7 straight wins.
Well, yes, you're absolutely correct. But this other guy, he's got 4 years of dysfunction in his organization. He should not have lasted this long.
But he should have been fired at halftime. The Staley guy.
Absolutely.
You know what?
Absolutely.
Hey, listen, but it happened. It's not like the New England Patriots where they're still fiddling and faddling around. They made the decision and they pulled the rug from underneath them and slid them out the door. Next game, what do we have?
Next game, we have the Minnesota Vikings and we have the Cincinnati Bengals. What we got?
That was a great game.
Yeah.
It was a great game. Let's see how we picked them.
The Minnesota Vikings 7-6 going to see Bengals. The Bengals at home and they 7-6.
And they 7-6.
Woo!
5-8, 7-6. You're going to see a pattern, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm gonna have to go with the Bengals.
Oh man, yeah. Well, he doesn't have any commentary behind that. He's just stabbing in the dark.
You can tell when he's just getting out of it.
Yeah. Hey, I'm glad you're going with the Bengals because I'm going with the Vikings.
Okay.
Well, the Vikings just won a really big game by a really big score of 3 points in the last minute of the game. I'm going Cincinnati. I'm with Mr. James on this one. Yeah, they won by 3 points. They won 3-0. So there was no way that I'm picking the Vikings to explode on anybody when they just scored 3 points in a whole game, beating the Raiders, actually.
Jake Browning had a good game. Jake Browning worked it out.
He worked it out. Final score of that game was
27-24.
27-24 in overtime.
Yes, sir.
Well, that's the way things roll. And I was 2-0 at that point, and things were looking good. Now, that was in the Saturday. And the next game was Pittsburgh traveling to Indianapolis. Used to be Peyton Manning country and Edgerrin James country. Now it's Gardner Minshew country. Anyway, here's what we have. We have the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And I am taking Indianapolis.
I'm taking the Colts. Little tear. The Steelers are too tired, man. I want them to rest a little more.
Listen, man, the Steelers are in the playoffs right now. I don't think Mike Tomlin's going to let this happen twice. I'm going with Pittsburgh.
Okay. Because we all took Pittsburgh last week and we all got sledgehammered in the back of our heads. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. I think Custer's last words were, "I'm taking Pittsburgh."
That what you think, huh?
Yeah, I think that's what happened to him. As soon as he did that, it was all over.
I don't have any explanation as to why that team was even in the position that they were in for me to be duped into thinking that they were going to do something.
I don't know either. Tell us. Tell us. We want to hear this.
I thought they were doing a lot with less. I think a couple of shows ago I was telling you that they're like the Patriots. Right? They're doing a lot with less, and I just think that less is now it's they're bearing the fruits of the talent that they've drafted.
Yeah, that's been my point. They've been drafting these bums, and we get into this conversation all the time. Kenny Pickett should not have come in to play in his first year till the 8th to 10th game, at least at the very least the 8th game. He was beat up that year, and then after that, he's just been. Anytime he gets hit, he's out injured. They always rush these guys in, and you can't rush these guys in their first year. But that's a story for another tale. Me, Mr. James, we've had this argument up and down because of the quarterbacks going out injured the way they have. But Pittsburgh is done. cook them. I don't think they're in the playoffs anymore. Let's put it that way.
No, absolutely not. They played themselves straight out of the play. They got some talent. They got Najee Harris. You know, they still got T.J. Watt. You know, they have something to build around. That, you know, let's see what they do.
Let's see. And the next game, let's see what they do, was Denver and Detroit. Denver and Detroit. I wonder how we picked this one. This seems to be an easy game.
It was the Denver Broncos 7-6 going to Detroit to play Detroit, and they are 9-4. I don't think they really realize how great of a season they're having, Detroit.
Yeah.
They take stuff for granted.
Right.
And they're losing, so I'm about to go with the Broncos.
Hey. I'm going with my hometown, man. I'm going with the Detroit Lions.
Your home team?
Yeah, I was born in Detroit, Michigan, brother.
Well, there's a reason why you're still living, because you got out. I'm with you, bro. I'm with you all the way. I'm just being honest here. All right? You know, I'm going to go with Detroit, too, and it has nothing to do with the crime rate there.
Look here. Look here. Jared Goff called me last night. He was like, yo,
here we go.
I heard y'all talking about us, saying that we was just, you know, we weren't taking it seriously enough. So just because of that, I'm going to take it seriously. I'm going to throw 5 touchdowns, right? And I'm going to win at least that game because you betted against me.
That's
and
right.
Said, well, if it takes me to bet against you, then you better go ahead and do what you got to do. And that's what he did.
That's what he did, because Jared Goff said, don't you ever put my name, put Detroit's name like you did it, like in your mouth like that. They don't know what they're doing. Don't you ever.
Hey, are you saying he Richard Sherman'd him? Don't you talk about me.
Wow. That's a big word.
Well, get that dictionary from in front of you, boy.
You know? I'll tell you what, it was 42-17. I know the score of the game. I may not know what the word means, but
hey, no, wait a minute. There's no dictionary, and I think you guys are forgetting. Remember Richard Sherman went crazy on the reporter after the game when he beat
Crabtree.
Crabtree, right? And he said, "Don't you ever talk about me?"
Yeah,
that's it.
That's what that was the reference. I know, you know, sometimes my sports, you know, knowledge is, you know, a little advanced at times. So I get it.
Hey, that's why they call you the Magic Man.
That's why we call you the Magic Man. Listen, man, I told you we bow down, baby. We got no problems. We don't have egos here on this place. We don't have egos. You know, that's for people who are, you know, making that top dollar money. That ain't us.
Hey, I'm gonna do you like a first round draft. I'm gonna submit my contract to you soon.
Okay, well, just see how far that goes. But
talk to your boss.
Next game. We got Chicago Bears and Cleveland Browns. How we do with this?
Let's see how we did with the game. It's gonna be on Sunday, and we have the mighty Chicago to Cleveland to take on the Cleveland Browns, and the Cleveland Browns are playing a 55-year-old quarterback by the name of Joe Flacco, who's actually winning. I don't think it's 55, but you get my drift. Joe Flacco is starting for the Cleveland Browns, and I'm taking Joe Flacco and the Cleveland Browns, okay, to win over the Bears. There you go.
The Browns are on a tear right now, and I'm going to ride with them till they can't ride no more till the wheels fall off. The Browns.
Ride them, horsey.
If I'm going to lose, I'm not going to lose by much. So I'm going to stick close here and go with the Browns.
They pulled it out too, didn't they?
I don't know, dude. You sound like Lil Nas. I'm going to ride that post, rock and roll.
Ride them, baby. Ride. They won 20-17.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we're talking about Joe Flacco.
We talking about a win is a win is a win.
Hey,
I know, but guys, we talking about Joe Flacco winning in the NFL.
The guy's bet against him. He's bet on himself a few times and he won.
Yeah, but the fans, the public, guys, we talking about Joe Flacco after sitting at home watching television for most of the year, gets off the couch, walks into the NFL, and starts winning football games.
What's your point?
Okay, I guess that doesn't mean
How many
anything.
times have we heard that story?
From who?
Several players. Oh, I was stalking in the stock room at UPS last week, and he comes in and he wins the Super Bowl. And we've heard that before.
But not at 50 years old.
Hey, you pull what you need when you need it. Talent doesn't go away. Age comes, but talent don't always just, flock away. You can still shoot a ball, can't you? Okay. So if they put him behind a line that's going to protect him, all they got to do is throw.
I guess.
Pass the ball off and throw. He ain't got to run nowhere. He ain't got to do 2 or 3 steps left, 2 or 3 steps right. Just get rid of the ball. Get rid of the ball give me 4 or 5 yards every time. There you go.
3 seconds, get rid of that ball.
That's
he knows how to do that.
And guess what their record is? I'm like, okay.
What is it?
9-7.
95.
95.
These guys are, they're pulling the weight.
They're on a tear, man.
Deshaun Watson went down, then PJ Washington, then the rookie they had ended up with a concussion, and they pulled out of their hat Joe Flacco.
Literally out of their hat.
You're crushing this guy, but he's a Super Bowl champion.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's like 15 years ago.
It doesn't matter. He's got it.
It does matter. Well, okay. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
Listen.
Next game we got there, Mr. James.
No. Let's back up.
No, we can't. We got to move on.
Okay. But we'll talk about it off the air.
All right. We got the Buccaneers and we got Green Bay Packers.
This is an interesting game, everybody. Let's see what happened here.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers 6-7, going to Green Bay to play the Green Bay Packers 6-7.
At 6-7.
Now, Mr. Love, if you ever decide to wake up, this would be the time to. Now that they're back home, they're going to regroup and they're going to beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Green Bay Packers.
Oh. Okay, Mr. Always Right. You pick this one.
I'm gonna go with Green Bay.
You know what? I'm going Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay. I'm stepping out, baby. I'm stepping out on my own. I'm showing what I got. I'm not afraid to get out there and go with the underdog. Go get him, Baker. You know what, Baker? These guys don't like you. You know why they don't like you? I don't know why they don't like you. It doesn't really matter, but they don't like you. But I think you're a winner, all right? I think you got it in you. I think you just need a little push. You just need a little motivation. I think you need a little understanding, maybe a hug. And I hope you get it and win this game. What you guys think of that, huh? Hey. It's quiet. Look how quiet it just got in this room.
Hey, listen. Hey, you gave him a little push.
I love you too, man. You two are unbelievable. Maybe he watched the show and that's what he needed to get over the hump.
Maybe that's what happened, bro. You just never know.
We're gonna start sending this show out to the NFL locker rooms.
Right before playtime. Let's go. Right before playtime.
Let's go.
What's the next game?
Okay, next game we had Houston at Tennessee. And this would be my first loss of the week. The Texans at 7-6 traveling to Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, I believe it is, to take on the Titans at 5-8. And I am taking Tennessee.
Tennessee got a little bit of heart right now. We'll see if Texas can take the heart from them. But I'm gonna have to go ahead with Vrabel. What's his name? Vrabel.
Mm-hmm.
The Tennessee Titans.
Yeah. Put the Houston Texans on this one.
Woo! Turned out to be right.
Moving right along. Nothing else to say.
Turned out to be right. What was your reasoning for taking Houston? Just give it. We want some insight on this.
For me?
Yes, you took.
I mean, they've been consistently they've been consistent. Games where they lost, they were still competitive, and games that they won, they probably should have won. D'Amico Ryan has got that team playing.
He does.
The quarterback is a real deal. Stroud is no joke. So I just think they got a winning spirit in that locker room. So I didn't see any reason why they would lose. Tennessee is not the Tennessee of old. Derrick Henry's not what he used to be, and he was the heart and soul of that offense. So,
yeah, well, they're done. And C.J. Stroud didn't even play. Case Keenum was the quarterback that won that game, which made it even worse.
He was there before Stroud came in. So what I'm saying is, he's giving them a winning spirit in that locker room.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? That actually goes a long way. I'll talk to you guys about that off camera. Let's go.
Let's go. We're going to move on. We have the New York Giants traveling to Miami.
No. We have the Jets and Dolphins.
Darn it. We got the Jets traveling to Miami. Same result. Okay, let's just get
same result.
Next we got the New York Jets going to Miami. New York Jets is rolling with 5-8, and Miami Dolphins at home rolling with 9-4. And Miami's a -8 on this one.
That means they're favored.
Yeah. So Miami,
you should roll the dice and go with the Jets. So you're going to come up crap. I'm taking Miami.
I don't know what's going on with them, but I wouldn't be crazy to pick the Jets. But I'm going with Miami. I'm trying to win.
We all took Miami.
Yeah, they can't throw past 10 yards. So
stop it. See, actually, come on. Here's the deal. He threw it was supposed to be a 60-yard touchdown. Actually, the guy ran it the last 25, 30 yards. But he still underthrew Jalen Waddle. Jalen Waddle had to wait and cut inside to get the ball.
Was it over 10 yards? Was it over 10 yards? That's all.
I ain't going there.
You're going to eat that crow all season, but go ahead.
All season.
Yeah,
all season.
Next game, we have Marlon's favorite. We got KC. The Chiefs going to New England to play Belichick. Yeah!
And the Patriots. You know what? The Kansas City Chiefs. Those guys who once had Buck Buchanan and Willie Lanier and Len Dawson and won the Super Bowl with Otis Taylor way back when, and finally won another Super Bowl a couple of years ago, then another one, and have been perennial powerhouses for the past 5 to 6 years. They're traveling to take on the New England Patriots. And, the Patriots had pulled out a masterful game. And you know what? They could be on their way back. But I'm choosing the Chiefs.
Let me go next. I got to have this one.
Kansas
City has no respect for the Patriots. They're going to show up with Christian Okoye. They're going to see if they can get Tony Gonzalez to go out there and just have a good game. I think Bono is going to. Is his name Bono?
Yeah, Bono. Yeah, he'll be back.
Show up and play quarterback because they got no respect for the New England Patriots. And they're going to mess around and win, too. I'm going with KC.
Yeah, Mahone has to show a little something that he ain't done for last week and barely the week before that. So he's going to take it out on the low and mighty Patriots.
I heard low and mighty and perennial.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Increasing the vocabulary of America is what we're doing. That's right.
They can stay in the locker room for the rest of the season.
They actually did what they always do. The Patriots they suck you into thinking, you know what, let me pay attention to this game. They might do something I don't think that they're supposed to be doing.
But they didn't get blown out by 60-some points, though.
Huh?
They got blown out by some 40-some points before.
I'm talking about this game. My point that I'm making is KC, Philadelphia, Detroit, with these screaming records, are not playing as well as they should play.
You're absolutely
not winning like they should win. They're all playing extremely soft. I don't know what's going on with it. Is this a Las Vegas thing, a numbers game, or what it is? But none of them that are carrying those great records are really destroying anybody that they should destroy.
You guys are comparing this team to the 2007 Patriots. They ain't the 2007 Patriots. They ain't got no Tom Brady. They ain't got no Randy Moss. They ain't got no Wes Welker and whatever running backs the Patriots and tight ends. Come on now. There's very few teams that could carry on a whole season like that. I don't know where you guys got these expectations from.
What, for Kansas City?
Yeah.
They're not even the Kansas City of last year with Juju Smith-Schuster.
Yeah, but they're still not putting up numbers like you think these guys should be blowing out people.
Well, all you have to do when you get paid is do the job that you're paid to do, which is catch the ball. If they catch the ball, the scores are looking very different. They're dropping wide open passes. They're dropping screens.
Is anybody on their team named Randy Moss?
It don't matter. If the Raiders can blow somebody out, if Raiders can blow somebody out 63-21, there's no way KC can blow the Patriots out.
Yes, there is. Listen, the Patriots have a pretty good defense, whether I like it or not. Their defense plays pretty good, and they're going to take away some things. They're still a solid team in that way. So, no, they're not going to blow the Patriots out like that. Not when Bill Belichick is waiting for you to come into town.
All right. So he does something then.
Yeah, he does.
Okay, all right. Next game.
Oh, what
we got New York Giants and we got New Orleans, Mississippi Saints.
You're gonna like this one. You're gonna like this.
Giants. Oh, big time Giants.
How you like us now?
You're 5-8 with some energy right now, going down to New Orleans to play the Saints.
Down to Mississippi.
Saints is 6-7. Go with the Saints on that one.
Well, as my man Clay said a couple of weeks ago, they're going down to Mississippi. And I don't think the Jets know where they are. The Giants know where they are anyway. So I'm going with New Orleans.
Give me the Saints go marching in. I'm taking the Saints.
Why was that?
That turned out to be the thing to do.
Your Wi-Fi is rough, Marlon.
Yeah, your Wi-Fi cuts in and out, brother. So, you'll check on that later. But what was the score of that game there? With the Saints
was 24-6.
It was a close game.
Well, they still didn't blow them out 63. You ain't seen no high scores, so I ain't giving them a whole lot of kudos. They played the game. They won the game. That's all that matters.
24-6.
Next game.
Okay. All right.
A lot of excitement.
Next game, we had the Falcons. Oh, I love this game. This is one of my favorite games. We had the vaunted Atlanta Falcons with all that talent that they got on that team, traveling to the 1-12 Carolina Panthers. And ladies and gentlemen, guess what happened? This game, Marlon, you're going to love this. We got Atlanta. Oh, gosh. We got Atlanta traveling to Charlotte, North Carolina to take on the Carolina Panthers. My pick is, you know what? I'm going to go on a limb, and I'm taking Carolina. I am.
Oh.
Yes, I'm taking Carolina.
Oh, he's got no respect.
None.
He's got no respect. Man, Atlanta all day.
Yeah, I'm taking the Falcons on that one too.
Yeah, I knew you two were going to go for that one, so I'm going straight the other way.
Good job.
No explanation, man. I mean, the weather was.
What do you mean there's no explanation? That was easy. That was easy. Come on, you guys. You know, Atlanta always folds when the time is ready for them to take the lead or do something. And I know Atlanta's problem. I'm going to talk about Atlanta's problem off camera. I'm not even going to say it on camera because it's going to inflame too many people. But
yeah. Our audience is definitely.
But okay, you guys email me and I'll email you. We have the email right on the thing. So you email me and I'll email you. But I don't want to say this out loud. There'll be some people that's going to have their feelings get hurt when, about this, whatever. But they were going to Carolina. They're supposed to win. They got B. John Robinson and all the talent, Desmond Ridder and all this talent. And they lost to the Carolina Panthers, who was only won one game before this. And I saw it coming.
Hey, I hope they win at least 2 more because the Patriots got a shot at getting that number 1 pick so they can go pick a kicker number 1 in the first time in the history of NFL.
Yes.
They'll kick a punter from Curry College first.
Temple. From Navy. He'll go from Army or someplace. Citadel. He'll go pick a punter.
Gonna get him straight from high school.
Oh, jeez. Next game, ladies and gentlemen, we have the Rams and the Commanders. Now, at this point, I'm running away with this. I'm killing everybody, as you can see. They're picking teams like Atlanta, and well, you know, that's bad enough. And teams like this, Washington.
And we have the Commanders. Washington Commanders going to LA to play the Rams. Commanders is 4-9. The Rams is 6-7. I'm looking for the Rams to wake up and play on Sunday evening at 4. So I'm going with the Rams.
Wow. This is a tough game.
Really?
I think
what's so tough about this game?
I think we're going to go with the Redskins on this one.
Redskins?
See, and then I can use that as a reason why he didn't really pick them because they're not called the Redskins.
The Redskins didn't win, right?
No, neither did the Commanders.
Yeah, they did. But Cooper Kupp got wide open for a 62-yard run touchdown. Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp. Matthew Stafford threw for 258 yards, and Kyron Williams ran for 152. Sheesh.
I guess that calls it all. They won the game.
Moving right along.
My man.
Moving right
San
along.
Francisco 49ers went on down to play the Arizona Cardinals. Let's see what's happening with this one.
I wonder if this was a tough game to predict.
We'll see. Okay, we have another evening game. We got the San Francisco 49ers, who was 10-3, and we have the Cardinals, the Arizona Cardinals, 3-10. Man, at home. Cardinals are at home, but I'm still going with the 49ers on that one. Purdy is doing pretty well.
Wow.
What you got, the Magic?
It's a division game.
Tough game.
It's a tough game. It's a division game. You know, you got to go with the 49ers, right? But it's a division game. Anything can happen.
Yeah, it could happen. Yeah, it could happen. Purdy. What could happen is that Purdy's going to throw for 500 yards. I'm going with San Francisco. Well, he didn't quite get 500 yards, though.
How many yards did he get?
242. You got half of that.
Half of that, right?
Yeah, 4 touchdowns.
Half of 500 is 250, just in case those who were wondering.
That's a touch of 8 points. Stop it. 8 yards.
You got to take advantage of every point when you're talking to this guy.
Unbelievable. I don't know why you blaming me. I didn't. What? I took the 49ers. I'm just talking about how you keep saying this is a tough game. Tough? The 49ers are playing Arizona. The division 49ers are ready to rock and roll.
Yeah, only tough would have been if Purdy went out injured.
Yeah, 45-29, and I think they let him score the last 14 points in the fourth quarter just to make it look good. Next game, we have the game that broke my heart. Yes, yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible.
I don't know. Depends on
I love me some Dak.
Which Josh Allen you want to talk to? Go ahead.
All right. Yeah, well, let's just get to it. We have Dallas on the jet plane. Yes, Dallas. The Dallas Cowboys on the jet plane going to Buffalo, New York to take on the Bills. Dallas, winners of I don't know how many in a row, going there to plunder and ride them hard, Cowboy. They're going to ride the Bills hard. I'm taking Dallas.
I'm going to have to go on the tracks on this one. I'm going back with Josh Allen on this one. I don't think Dallas is going to continue to do as well as they've done. And I think Josh is going to show up to this game and play some ball.
Trayvon Diggs went up and said the only reason that Josh Allen is good is because he had his brother. Yeah. Now, you know, they don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear that. Buffalo's going to say, "Wait a minute, we're good because we're good, not because just the one guy. He's good, but I mean, come on, man, that's bulletin board material, man. Buffalo's taking this game."
Well,
everybody was right, but Clay.
You're right. You guys are right.
And the athlete came to fruition.
You guys are right. You guys are totally right on both counts.
Josh Allen showed up. And when he shows up, they do well. But I don't know. Something's going on with him and his home life. I put it on his home life. That he's struggling with it, man. When he struggles, he come to the game and he act like he don't remember how to play.
It might be his home life. It might just be his stars. Maybe he's like one of the people in this horoscope or something. And I'm just saying.
I don't know about all that, but yeah.
I don't know.
But anyway, yeah, Dallas broke a lot of hearts because Dak had everybody on a high horse thinking that he was back and he was going to do his thing and he was going to maintain, but he took the day off.
Dak
1 to 10.
Dak just doesn't have a killer instinct. He's just you know what? He's a house Negro. He's going to do exactly what he's told to do. He doesn't deviate. He doesn't go out and just try to. He doesn't want to stir the pot. I'm sorry. Let's go.
Yeah,
next game.
Time out.
We got the Baltimore Ravens to the Jets. All right, our last 8:20 game on Sunday will be the Baltimore Ravens, 10-3, going to play the Jaguars, 8-5. Ravens, man. Ravens all day.
Oh, this is a tough one, man. But yeah, I'm going with Baltimore, man. Riding with my boy Lamar Jackson. I don't know why. Something's telling me to go with Jacksonville, but I'm going with Baltimore.
Well, is there any prognosis on if Trevor Lawrence is coming back this year?
Oh, look at that big word, man. Prognosis. Okay.
What's the prognosis on Trevor Lawrence's knee? You know what? I'm going with Jacksonville. That might be famous last words too.
Jaguars, really? Look here. Yeah. Baltimore is blowing. However, Lamar is subject to injury.
Yeah.
Because he runs and runs straight up. He's now staying in the pocket longer. And he's really looking for throws more than he's ever before. But when he chooses to run, he's running like he's some fullback. Like, dude, slide, get down to the ground before they get to you. Stop getting hit straight up in the air. Somebody is going to rock his boat if he don't get it together.
He hasn't finished the season for the past 3 years.
And this is why. A great player. He got a great arm. He's doing the job. But sometimes he's just forcing it, man. Dude, stop running straight up and down. You run to a point, you slide, you get down to the ground before they get to you. Stop waiting for somebody to hit you.
Well, that ain't happening.
That's terrible.
That ain't
happening. Jalen Hurts gets it. That's why I like what I see in him. He gets it. He will get down before you even have a chance to even pounce on him and put any weight on him. He gets down. So,
who's the cat they just suspended in for the rest of the season from the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Oh,
somebody.
Casby, yeah, he hit Pittman. Yeah. That was.
And that's a tough call too, because
it was a tough.
He went in with his shoulder. He did connect with the helmet, but he went in with his shoulder and they collided him. That dude collapsed and his head came over.
Yeah,
but they knocked him out for the rest of the season.
That was a tough call.
I don't know.
Suspended him because he had been warned.
Well, yeah. I think we go into, has he had other offenses?
Yeah. Similar. Yeah, it was a tough call.
But it's a tough call. But again, as a player, and I know because I used to go to try to hit and clean people's boats myself. When you're in that motion, man, sometimes you can't correct it.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm thinking, man. Because you know what? Just think about this. You used to get so much praise. I mean, people have.
The harder you hit, the better you are. Yeah.
People are still talking about average players, and it's 40 years later.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's football. It's tough play. I get it, but it's a tough play.
Well, Baltimore won, and I had now lost 2 in a row, and things were looking dire. But then the last game, the Philadelphia Eagles traveled out to Seattle, Washington to take on the Seahawks. And you know what? I just got to show this, you know. No, I'll wait till later. Let's just get on with the game. I'll show it later. Philadelphia Eagles at 10-3, losers of the last 2, traveling Seattle at 6-7, and losers of the last 2. Somebody's got to lose. Somebody's got to win. I'm taking Seattle.
Woo. Philly's not going to lose 2 in a row.
Hey, either I'm knocking it out the park, baby, or I'm going down in the basement. You know, I'm just down there.
I'm going with the Eagles. You can go with them Seahawks.
Drop down and get your Eagle. Drop down and get your Eagle on. I'm going with the Eagles.
Another game that could have been won. The Eagles played
could have, should have, but see,
they had 10 points the whole first half.
There's an addendum to this, ladies and gentlemen. I want my 2 compatriots here to see the addendum to this.
I would like to see Seattle do something, but they ain't gonna do nothing. Philly's got this game. They got it.
Man, they just treating you all kinds of bad. You know, people in Seattle, DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett and Geno Smith. I know you're back. You know, you see the way people talk. See how soon they forget. See how easy it is for them just to let you go. You once were close to their hearts. You were right there. Geno Smith. They ran with you. They lived with you. They bled with you. And now they're ready to give you up, even at home, to the Philadelphia Eagles who lost 2 in a row. That's how much they believe in you, Geno. But I believe in you, Geno. I believe you got it in you. I believe you can pull it out. I believe you can pull it in. What do you think? Do you think that's gonna get him?
Hey, Geno. When you and Clay lose this week, you guys, y'all can take each other to lunch.
He did all that for Geno, and Geno didn't hear him because he didn't have his ringer on. He didn't pick the phone.
Nope, didn't have his ringer on. Seattle won, and who's with this quarterback that Marlon was telling me about? Drew Lock.
Hey, he was once picked in the first round.
Well, maybe I should have made that video for Drew. Drew, I believe in you.
Hey,
pull that out next time.
Oh God!
How long is Geno going to be out?
I think he'll be back next week.
Next week. All right, we'll see what's happening. You know what, guys? As usual, we forgot to do our prayer, so somebody's got to wrap it up doing the prayer in closing. And I did it last time, Mr. James. So you or Mr. Magic get to do it this time. Who's ever feeling capable of it at the moment?
I'm gonna leave it up to the guys who know what they're doing.
Lord, we thank you for this time, Father. We thank you for this opportunity. We thank you for the fun of sports, Father, to continue to thrive and give positive feed, to receive positive feedback or even negative feedback. Ask everyone to subscribe and like our channel, Father, as we continue on this mission of just having a good, clean fun online. We thank you. We give you all the honor and praise in your holy name. Amen.
Amen. Guys, I don't know. I just have too much fun sometimes. Sometimes when I'm listening to the feedback on the things we say, I die. I'm laughing by myself on the cut. So anyway, just want to let you guys know that it's always been, last 3 weeks. Even though I've been killing you guys in the picks. Let me see. I think there's something I got to show you here. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Week 15, 13-3, 10-6, 10-6. And here we go. for my compatriots who I love. All right, listen, guys, it's been fun. Let's just get out of here with some music, and I think that would do it. And from there, we will go on to making our picks.
Alrighty, 2 weeks left.
Only 2 weeks left, everybody, and the psychiatrist is in. See you guys in a little bit.
Deuces.
Deuces.